Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review for Uma Musume Pretty Derby Season 2. And I will be real with you, I'm going to look like a bandwagoner jumping onto things, but honestly I did not expect the global release of the game to come out and for things to get this popular when it comes to Uma Musume. I've been watching for a while, I reviewed Season 1 already, and to be real honest with you, I watched this earlier this year and took my notes to do this review, and I even recorded this once months ago. But then when I got around to editing it, I was like, I'm not really happy with this recording, so I'm going to talk about Uma Musume again. You're getting a re-record. I really loved it. It is unironically, and again, I'm not saying this because it became popular. I took my notes for the review months ago. It's unironically 10 out of 10 for me. I loved it. I thought it was even better than Season 1, and I loved Season 1 a lot, but one of the things that we did here, and I guess before getting into the meat of it, usually I say what something is based on, and the studio and everything, and you know what? Ordinarily, I think the game came out in Japanese after Season 1 of the anime because there was a delay, so this isn't based on the game or any manga or light novel necessarily. It is the source is horse. So source is horse, and the studio, what was the studio again? It was Studio Kai. So what I was going to say is that we kind of started Season 1 in a race of the week kind of format. It didn't like fully stay that way all the time, but that was mainly what Season 1 was, and a lot of anime do that. There's a lot of idol anime that are like performance of the week. There's going to be a performance at the end of basically every episode, and the stuff that goes on leading up to that is going to be character development and training for that performance. And that spawns from things that have been around for decades, like, you know, Monster of the Week, where there's going to be a fight against a monster at the end of every week, and the story of that week is just to build up to that. And that is sort of how we had Season 1 of this, where there was going to be a race at the end of every episode, basically, and the character development and the training of that episode was going to lead up to that race. And we kind of use that to start us off in Season 2, where the first few episodes are kind of like that. There's going to be a race kind of at the end of every episode, and we're going to use the training, we're going to use the character development to build up to that. But then, early in the season, a character gets hit with an injury, and after that, it turns into this really deep, good, like, sports drama character analysis kind of anime, and it ends up being amazing. Like, I love the sports drama they did, and the heavy focus on the characters and their struggles, and changing up that format to, like, get us used to the format, and then switching it up and hitting us with the way it ended up being was so enjoyable. Some of the emotional scenes, whether it's like triumphant, happy stuff, was like really good, felt really triumphant and happy, and some of the like heartbreaking, sad stuff, the struggles they were going through, were portrayed really, really well. So I actually think, you know, it really, really crushed the story. I ended up, like I said, this is unironically, I think, for its genre and everything, a 10 out of 10 for me. Which is something I've said about other things before, being like, yeah, for their genre, this nails the genre, this does it so well, it's so good. And I guess the genre for this would be sports drama plus cute girls doing cute things, kind of a combo of the two. Really, Cygames properties almost never miss with their anime adaptations. It is shocking how often the adaptations turn out to be quite good. I've also got to say the switch up is something that I didn't necessarily expect, going from Season 1 being focused on Special Week and then being like, okay, Season 2 we're going to hard focus instead. Special Week's going to be sent to the background. She's really going to be a background character. Same with Suzuka. I would say those were kind of the two main characters of the first season, and we're going to hard focus on Meijiro McQueen and especially Tokai Teo. And they nailed it. They were great characters. Again, they were characters who were kind of in the background. McQueen mostly in Season 1 just had the character gags, the comedy stuff with Goldship. So there were characters that didn't have much in Season 1. So the shift is a bold choice, and it ended up really paying off because it was really good. And I know now that in the future for season 3, Cinderella Grey, Road to the Top, the movie, it's all like focusing on different main characters, and I think that's really cool. I can't wait to watch more. I think the next one for me to watch and review is Road to the Top before Pretty Derby 3, but both of those will be coming kind of soonish. So I think that was really good, and I think the comedy bits, the running jokes were so good, like the woman and the hairdresser, or like in she had to start wearing the helmet, the way that things carried on and developed throughout the course of the season, and all of the individual Umas, the individual horse girls, each of their character gags that came through were so well done and so funny, and they just worked to me throughout the course of the season. So story-wise, I just think everything was really solid, was really good. And then when it comes to the actual visuals, it looked really good. The visuals were good. The music was really good. So production-wise, I think production was also very good. It really nailed it in every way for me personally. And I would say that one of my biggest praises is it's very emotionally satisfying. I would say that about it too. The direction was very good. And I usually mention the opening and ending. The opening here I think is great, but it's as great as it is. I've already seen the other Uma Musume openings and stuff. As great as it is, it's maybe my least favorite of the openings. The bar is just so high that something I consider great is maybe my least favorite one. And the same goes for the ending. It might potentially be my least favorite ending, but it's another great ending. The opening and ending I would classify both in the great category. And with that aside, I guess all that's left is usually I talk about my favorite character, waifu, and relationship from anything that I review. So character, I will give it to Tokai Teo. I think that the character work done there was just so incredibly good. I enjoyed it so much. And for waifu, it's difficult. You could go Teo or McQueen. They were both the most developed, really. I think Witch McQueen was super, super cute, so you could give the award to Witch McQueen there. It's hard not to just give it to Goldchip again. I probably said her last time, or actually, no, last time I think I said Grass Wonder. Grass Wonder's great. And then for the OVAs for B&W no Chikai, I said... who did I say there? Narita Taishin, right? That's her name, I think. Yeah, Taishin is great. But it's hard not to say Goldchip again, but I think Goldchip is still getting beaten out by McQueen just because we didn't see much of Goldchip this time around. We didn't see enough. I think I'd still give it to McQueen. The only other like real contender for me watching, again, we just didn't get to see enough, was Ikono Dictus. I mean, she was kind of speaking to me. Ikono Dictus, I sure hope she does. And that kind of makes me think people are going to probably hate the same played out discussion, but it's just something that you always think about while watching. I'm like, you know, so how's the math working out? Is it human plus horse equals Uma Musume? But then I think horses don't exist in the Uma Musume world, and we're in this alternate reality. So, you know, the only math that makes sense is, I guess, human plus Uma Musume equals Uma Musume. Or is it a gacha system? Is it human plus human equals a chance of Uma Musume, and you just have a gacha pull of whether your child ends up Uma Musume or not? Or potentially, is it still Uma Musume plus Uma Musume equals Uma Musume? In which case, again, I know some people get way too heated about these things. Some people would be upset, but for me, I don't want to rule out the possibility of the giant horse conch.
The giant horse conch weighs over 11 pounds.
Like, it might upset you, but I'm just saying Furu Uma Musume would go pretty hard. But with waifu being McQueen, because I also want to give McQueen something. Teo gets character, McQueen gets waifu. Relationship, obviously Teo and McQueen, they're like fated rivals. Their development between the two of them was so well done. Some of the scenes toward the end, some of the episodes, entire episodes toward the end, were so incredibly well done. That goes into the direction as well. The direction was very, very good. Yeah. Overall, all in all, I just thought it was a really, really good anime, and I don't have much else to say, so thank you for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of Uma Musume Pretty Derby Season 2. Again, I'll watch more soon. I think the next one up is going to be, I think it's Road to the Top, then Pretty Derby 3, then the movie, but the movie might be before Pretty Derby Season 3. I think it's after Pretty Derby Season 3. Again, I'll figure that out off camera and go watch it and then come back and review it and all. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. If you want to help the channel by dropping a super thanks or sharing around, it's deeply appreciated. And if you want to help the channel to help me to continue to make videos, but also get your name at the end of videos and get One Piece bingo a bit early, then you can hit join down below to become a member. Go to patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or a link will be in the description. Also, sorry, this hasn't been updated. I need to update it. But, you know, thank you to chosen regulars Evan Hawley and Bertie Wooster, Magical Curls, J.A., VT Band, and Maru, Jared and Student, David Langstaff, Slayer Candidates, SG and Stan Cedar, and Pure Elements, Pate Real, and Elsa the Storyteller. Haven't updated it yet this week. I need to get on that. Sorry about that. But either way, thank you so much to everyone. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.